Hi everybody, it's Jim Cutzinger. One of the things that's gone on in my life a lot is that I would learn new things, I would study things and practice things, and they would become tremendously important to me. They'd really help me. I learned practices of many different types over the whole period of my life. But what I found is that I was always looking for people that I could share them with. I was always looking for people like you that were interested in the same kind of things. What I really got excited about was health and healthy living. I got really excited about more deeply authentic relationships. I got excited with this whole general mindset of cultivating my unique potential, finding out what's unique about me and bringing that out, cultivating that. These seem like essentials to a spiritual life too, like this kind of spirituality that's not religious, but that's a direct experience, and it's an engagement with life. It's a dance with life itself, you know. And I look around me and I see the problems that people are having, and I see the problems we're having collectively, and I look at the things that I've learned and I go, my God, these things, if people just had these things, if people just understood the possibilities, the culture would be in a completely different place. So I'm really interested in social engineering, and I need to create a body of work that's really best practices with people who want to practice, who want to learn, who have some discipline in their life, who have a sense of focus around health and healthy living, authentic relationships, and cultivating your unique potential. So that's what I'm up to here, and that's what I'm beginning right here, right now, give you a little benefit today, not just to talk about it, but to say, you know, in healthy living, we all understand about eating better, eating food that's fresher, that's connected from the earth, and finding ways to do that. I shot a video recently. I did a video that I'm going to be sharing with you about shopping and cooking and why that's so important, and how you can improve everything in your life. You can improve your health, but you can also improve the planet by doing that in a more conscious way. Then there's the exercise part. I'm really faced with getting aging. You know, I'm getting older, and I have learned so many things that have helped me to stay young and youthful, that I feel these are important for me to be able to share with you. There's this concept that when we get old, you're not supposed to be healthier. Really, I mean, take it easy. If it hurts, don't do it. Be gentle. Anything that bothers you means I'm too old now, I shouldn't do that thing. Well, I'm here to say that that's really, in most cases, really not true, and really a bad idea. And what I've learned is that you can train for getting old. People that get hurt doing things or starting to have difficulties, they're wading into unknown waters. But with the right knowledge and the right understanding and the right practices, you can train for anything. You can train your way through, rather than getting a knee surgery, you can train your way to build your knees back up. People don't understand how what a rich possibility there is there. What a rich possibility there is for being able to continue to grow athletically. There is so much available to us with exercise, but our understanding of it needs to grow and needs to change. And we need to understand this idea of training and what training really means and how it can work for us, just like in every other aspect of our lives. So I wanted to just let you know that I'm going to be sharing, how do you do this? How can you do things that most people say, well, you shouldn't be doing that because you're too old? How do you do that without getting hurt? How do you continue to grow? How do you continue to expand? I have not even come close to finding any severe limits on anything I do. And I'm 67. So, and I do a lot of things. I deadlift 300 pounds, and I do deep squats with 240 with supposedly bad knees, with all these problems. I've learned to train through training, healing my body and building my body to where I'm stronger and healthier than I've ever been in my whole life. The other thing is authentic relationships I've been talking about. That's the idea of being willing to share from a more heartfelt place and having more vulnerability and taking the risk to tell a deeper truth. Taking the risk to tell a deeper truth and finding a way to do that. I have been practicing and studying that a long time. I have a lot about that I'd like to share with you. And right now what I'd say is just, if you're having some struggle with someone, see if you can put down your guard a little bit and talk to them about it when it feels right. See if you can create a connection with that person that allows you to talk about it from, not from what they're doing wrong, but from what your point of view is, like, how am I struggling? Using I statements and talking about what's going on with me. Make it about yourself, because it takes the pressure off of them and allows you to share what's the difficulty you're going through. Best done in small bites, but that's something you can do. That's just a little piece of more authentic relationships. I'm definitely going to get much, much deeper into that. I have a whole body of work and practices that I'm hoping to share with you. Cultivating your unique potential is this third area, and that's, to me, that's the heart of passionate living and feeling excited. And that's where I get my enthusiasm for life, is that I continue to learn things about myself and bring them into the world. I continue to stretch myself and to find these new capacities. Each one of us is even a genius at something, at a number of things, at a way of seeing the world. Each one of us has this gift, and each person has a unique gift. So the deepest thing you can do is just begin to trust your impulses and your feelings more. I'm not talking about you want to eat a gallon of ice cream or you want to shoot your neighbor. But from a calmer place, begin to listen to your impulses. Find the things that are attractive to you. Say yes to more things, at least in your own mind, so you can open up. Begin to open up and breathe and allow your natural self to express itself a little more. And just that practice alone, that's a worthwhile practice. So just take some time every day and do that. Begin to notice, what am I drawn to? What feels good and what doesn't feel so good? For me, that's putting aside, what am I supposed to do? What do I got to do? What do I have to do? What are my responsibilities? But to make a space for that, that's a beginning practice on cultivating your unique potential. So with these three things, healthy living, more authentic relationships, deeply authentic relationships, cultivating your unique potential. To me, with those three, I can be a whole person. Those are the three things that if I've got all those moving like three horses pulling a chariot, to me, these are the practices that are in harmony with my spiritual path, with my evolution as a spiritual being. And I want to have best practices that we can share together and practice together. I want to be around people willing to take these things and work with them. Just a way of seeing things that allows us to be together and connect really strongly and really deeply, and yet be completely free to be who you are. Using that power to engage with others, to come together and work together to make the planet a better place. Our capacity for working as community in politics, in economics, in so many ways. There's so many areas at which we have an opportunity to make a contribution. And I know if a lot of you watching are not just 18 anymore. So I'm very interested in how can we make a difference that will be lasting, a contribution that after I'm gone, after we're not even here, we leave this world a better place. So if you're excited about what I'm talking about or interested or want to know more, comment here, comment below, check in with me, and I will get back to you and we'll be able to stay in touch on this exciting journey of life that we share together. So blessings to you, and I will talk to you soon.